Now it's our second leg of this journey going to Jakarta. I want to say maybe it's past 2 o'clock in the morning at this point in Istanbul. Our departure time is about 2:30. We started boarding, or at least sliding up at 1:30. It's a smaller plane than the last one. It's missing like the fourth, I guess, row in the middle lane. So it is a tighter plane. I don't have as much space as I did with other plane, but I'm small, so I can manage. The overhead bins are pretty full, so it's kind of good that we have our seats way in the back. We're like 37. I'm in the aisle. My two sons are on either side of the plane taking a window seat. So it's going to be a long flight. It's going to be an over 11-hour flight for this one. So I wanted to be comfortable. Thankfully that this is accommodating all three of us. We didn't have to go to the desk and ask for a change because the people at the desk were very stressed. Basically rearranged my stuff in my carry-on baggage and my personal bag just so I don't have a lot of things, like I don't have to fuss with a lot of things on my seat like I did last time. And I was just fortunate enough to have that extra seat. I'm still kind of far from the restroom. Let's see. I think it could be equal distance. So I'm going to look for that once everything settles down. Forgot to mention, we have the pillow again. It's nice and soft. I just don't know how clean it is. They also have a blanket, and the headset is here somewhere, and a toiletry bag, not as nice as the last one. We are going to open this to see if it's different. They do have like a little plastic tag here so you don't open it ahead of time. Once again, I have a tray table that is not leveled. This time it's actually facing backwards, so if anything spills, it's gonna go away from me. It was a little bit of a hassle to open this, but this is the stuff. It's basically the same thing, just in a different color, maybe a little different with the toothbrush, but this is a toothbrush with a cover. It's totally fine. We have the toothpaste, and we also have a lip balm in here. One of these are the toothpaste and the other one should be a lip balm. We also have our earplugs over here. Let me just put all the little stuff together. Try to do this with one hand. And then we have our socks with some anti-skid on the bottom, our eye mask, and our slippers. Our one size fits most bent slippers, but if you really need them, no, they will work. So I might even just use this when we go to the hotel.
Thank you.
Time to eat. I'm not listening to any of my advice. I also have a diet soda next to me, so carbonation. I'm pretty much going to get bloated right now, and I don't even know what time it is. It's kind of strange. I haven't seen really any lights while we're on the airplane. All the windows shades are down. When we arrive at the airport, it's pretty dark, so it's been not yet quite 24 hours, but it feels like it's been more than a full day of not seeing the sun and getting confused of what time, what day it is. But anyway, right now on my screen is I'm trying to watch Fantastic Beasts, but the volume is not working. It's not the headphones at all. It's actually the input. So I just have the captions on. I have to eat the bread first because it's still warm. It's a bit hard. Maybe not. I think I'll skip on that. I'm gonna have the mac and cheese. cotta, which I love during my cruises. I believe that's zucchini and this is cucumbers with yogurt or some sort. So far on the Turkish Airlines, the pasta has been my favorite dish. On our last flight, my son said that he also enjoyed another pasta dish, which I haven't tried. The dishes here are slightly different. The sides are very similar. Panna cotta is new from the last flight, but the food is not bad in general. And I am not following my instructions or my recommendations. I am drinking a little bit of soda. I just want a little fizz, you know, just to freshen the breath. It's kind of odd, really odd. Feels like it's nighttime and I'm eating like a full-on dinner. Hey everyone, so we have about 3 hours left to reach our destination, and it's been a very, very long one. I've been sitting down for most of the time trying to sleep next to a lady who's been coughing, her husband sitting on the other side next to my son, also coughing. So I hope we don't come down with the sickness. This is the bathroom here on this particular plane. It is a smaller plane. They have pretty much the same setup. Well, the baby changer is right here. It's kind of small. Here's the sink. Pretty much the same. This is the door. You can hook something here. Full-length mirror. Hello. So, a very small bathroom. They do have plenty of tissues here. Also, body lotion and cologne. It is very dry on this plane, by the way. I've had my nose clogged several times, and one nostril a little bloody, FYI. So that little face mister has been helping. I would recommend to bring a nasal spray and drink plenty of water. They do have water here. On the first flight, they had like a little area where you can just help yourself with a pretzel and some more water, but I don't know about this flight. I'm actually pretty far from my sister. My sister's in the very front, and we're here in the back. There is one window that's open on the left of me, and it's still daytime. So in Jakarta, where our destination is the time is 3:30, and we have now actually 2.5 hours left, not 3, to our destination. It doesn't say the temperature here on my screen, but it's still the rainy season, so there's going to be some scattered rains definitely. One thing I did forget to bring with me for a flight is a sun mask. It's kind of a fail on that part because I am a nurse and I should know this already, but I feel like even though I had given my time to pack hopefully successfully, I didn't, and I forgot a few things. So I think I dwelled on like the weight limit, and that's what kind of like just threw me out of focus. So next time I really do gotta make a checklist and make sure I have all the essentials that I need. One good thing is that I am so glad I brought my carry-on, my wheeled carry-on, because that made a world of difference. The only thing I would do different is perhaps maybe find something that's lighter in weight so it doesn't take too much weight out of the weight restrictions. Other than that, everything that I brought I did use. My laptop, on the other hand, something that I was supposed to use while on flight, is up in the carry-on. That was my mistake for this flight because I didn't take it out before sitting down. I have not edited my packing video to this Indonesia series. So I guess I will do that when I get there. And that's the only thing I'll edit. Hopefully it'll be quick because this is a very, very short, I wouldn't even call it vacation because it's so quick. It's only 1 week and it takes more than a day to get here. One more thing I would like to add is that yes, you can bring your cats on the plane. I saw a Bengal cat right by the bathroom. I was gonna get up and I heard like almost like a kid crying. And then when I went to the bathroom, there was this Bengal cat, beautiful, gorgeous Bengal cat, in the back room there. And the owner said he just wanted to walk. So I asked him for his name, and he gave me a very long name. I could not even repeat it, but such a gorgeous cat. Anyway, it looks like they're starting to turn on the lights and wake up the customers here to start getting woken up for our arrival. We are starting to be served breakfast now. So this is our second and last meal of this flight. I've also noticed there's a camera on your screen that you can watch from the plane's view. On the TV screen, if you click here where you can see the flights, my flights, you click the live camera. Forward camera, downward camera. That is an awesome view, even though it's just the screen. Tail camera. I missed this out this whole entire time. I could have been watching this. It was a choice between an omelet and banana bread, which I chose the omelet instead. It is a very different looking omelet from the last one. Actually looks pretty good. This one looks like some type of a quiche. And then you have like a lot of cheese with the egg and some tomatoes on top. That looks really good. You have, it looks like a tapioca pudding. That looks delicious. And then the same cucumber and cheese and tomato. I don't know if that's a blueberry. That's light and refreshing. I have some water and my cup of coffee without any sugar, just cream. Space is very limited here. I'm between their food cart and two other people. Anyway, I'm gonna make the most out of it. The omelet reminds me of a kind of like a salted duck egg that I have eaten in the past. You eat it with tomatoes because the duck egg is very salty, but it just gives me the flavors of it. Excuse me. The quiche or whatever this is, it's like layers of croissant, but it's very good. It's light and refreshing, and I appreciate all the food that they've been serving us because it doesn't weigh you down on flight. And it tastes fresh. It doesn't taste like highly processed at all. So I really, really like the food on Turkish. The dessert is actually not pudding, but it's a yogurt. And there's bits of citrus fruits in here. It's very refreshing. The little like clear balls, that still might be tapioca. But otherwise, I love it. It's just the perfect dessert you need on the plane. This flight was 11 hours long, and despite it being longer than the first one, I was able to rest on and off. I also found the cabin to be cooler than the last flight, so for me, it was more comfortable. I had my blanket, which I really didn't use, the pillow that I didn't really use, but they were both comfortable as well. And even though I was not able to listen to any input from my headset, I was able to enjoy myself and relax on this trip. It is 5:30 now and we're just landing. We're starting to land. We're still about 10,819 meters high, and you can see we're slowly descending. We should be landing in about maybe 20-30 minutes. Gotta say that this whole flight was pretty smooth. It was packed. The staff here were very friendly. I would just bring a mask next time, because It's not like the flight before where we had some space and it was a bigger aircraft. It's a smaller aircraft and we're full. But otherwise, we had a pretty good flight, and I also pray for a safe landing. You can see on this screen by just pressing this right here. So we started at one point and ending at our destination. We're slowly descending. It does tell you the temperature on another screen. You go to the live camera. We're still pretty high up, as you can see. Downward camera and tail camera. You can also view the full map by just clicking right here. And then you can kind of see like a graphic overview. So this is Jakarta. This is our destination. We're going to descend fairly quickly soon. Distance traveled, so 9,621 kilometers, and we have 268 kilometers left. You can look at, I think this is different views. Cockpit view, something like that, graphic. It's negative 30 Celsius. One point I saw it was like negative 80.
And crew is seated for landing.
Over there, Turkish Airlines. We landed and made it safely, and we're gonna catch up with the rest of the family. I'm very excited. Ooh, it's hot over here. This is a very nice airport too. I like it. So we passed, I guess that was customs. We already did a visa online, so that was easy to do. We scanned our passports. We had went through like a kiosk looking thing, scanned our passports facing down, and then had to look up to the camera. So that was a quick checkout. Now, I wouldn't know what to do unless my sister told me, and it just makes things so much easier when you do things online and ahead of time. So now we're just going to the baggage claim just to get our baggage. And this is a pretty big airport. It's very beautiful. The wall here reminds me of our cruise, our Oasis class cruise, because they have this kind of greenery in their central park. Like a faux forest with faux animals. They have TV screens on the side. They have numbers here for baggage claims. What is ours? If you see your flight, ours is TK 56 Istanbul, then that is our pickup. I was looking at the stickers that we received when we first checked in our luggage, but I didn't see our numbers there. But there's apparently a screen, my sister said, when we came to the carousel area, and that showed our baggage claim pickup. Hey, Jamie. She got a solid 7 hours of sleep. I'm so jealous. Right on the floor. Yeah, they got that extra foot space. Yeah. How do you feel, Mikey? Feel good? Refreshed? Ready to go. You stuck in that chair for like most of the time. I didn't see you get up until the very end.
I didn't sleep. I was just sitting in that chair.
Your brother did, while the guy was coughing all over him. What I was just telling my son was that there was a wife that was sitting next to me, the husband was sitting next to him, and they were both coughing and not really covering their mouth. Jonathan fell asleep. The guy was hacking his lungs out. I heard it throughout the whole entire flight. And so I am hoping when we come back, we are not sick with something. Every time that the woman coughed next to me, I tried not to like breathe, but Jonathan was really right next to him. He wasn't wearing a mask, which was unfortunate. So I'm praying that we are okay for the rest of the trip and when we come home. We got one of our luggages so far. They do come out pretty quickly, and we're right here at the drop-off. So we were able to get one of our luggages. We're still missing, I think, two more, because we only checked in 3 bags. Also, as a sign of respect and courtesy, I did put my long sleeve back on. I also put my hair up. I mean, no one's telling me anything. I see maybe 1 or 2 women that was wearing a short sleeve shirt. One was sleeveless actually. But just as a sign of respect, I decided to wear this. It's not terribly hot in here, but when you're moving around and picking up luggages, you do tend to sweat a little. All right. We got our second luggage. We're waiting for a blue one because basically this is the set. This is the Grace luggage set. So these 2 survived. You can see there's scuffs on the corners, but let's see how the Luminous does because that's a little bit more delicate on the corners. Last one is here. So far it looks okay. Corners look good. Yes, it made it through the flight. A little scuffing, but that's okay. It's meant to scuff, it's meant to happen. I think that can probably even come off. Alright, so we had a little bump in the road. I apparently didn't fill out the customs form, so we had to scan a QR code and finish that. My sister said there's also a health declaration form. I think I filled that out, I'm not even sure. And then we also have to do a Bali tax before we hit Bali. But we met up with the rest of the family and I guess my future in-law by marriage, however that goes. So I'm gonna end the day 1 right here. This is basically us traveling for 29 hours all this way. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. The IGA Lounge is going to be a separate video. Expect that to come. From New Jersey's weather with snow on the ground and it being 30 degrees to Jakarta's 85 degrees or 75 degrees with 100% humidity, I'm truly dying. I'm gonna need another shower.
If it makes it feel better, I plan on going with them anyway.
Yes, please.
I'm gonna go.
Hey everyone, I'm starting our second day here in Indonesia right in front of the door of our Grand Hyatt room. We are room 2006 and we're going to do a room tour, so let's check it out. Okay guys, I am entering the Grand Cafe. So right now they're only serving drinks, so I'm gonna get my drinks and then in the morning we can go get breakfast. So this is also included in the Bandera view. Like I was saying, the room that we have has access to this lounge area and it also serves food. So in the morning we can come here or we can also go downstairs in the main lobby for breakfast. And then for lunch and for dinner, then it would only be here in this area. But this is an exclusive area that is included with the certain purchase of a room. So I'm going to just have some sparkling water just to get hydrated for the night. I already took a very quick shower. I have an outfit on, which I will show you because I'll be showing you all my outfits that I'm wearing while I'm here. Okay. That's very good. So I'm just going to take a few minutes here while I'm seated in this bench with a nice view. Not the Bandarian view, but it's still pretty high up on the 22nd floor. And I'm just going to take a few minutes to myself, but I am going to show you my outfit here. What I decided to wear for this evening is this long brown skirt, and then I paired it with a kind of a knitted sleeveless top, and then to cover up my shoulders because it is modest in this area, I am wearing this kind of sheer embroidered tops. Just to let you know, the way the elevator works is that you need to scan your card on the pad and then press the button to the floor that you're going to. Each room can only access the floor that you have rented. You can't access another floor. So just keep that in mind, especially if you're trying to, I guess, travel with a group. My sister's on the same floor, but unfortunately my brother and my sister-in-law is not. So we have to kind of text each other to let us know when to meet up. Hey guys, the vlog is not over yet. I have a major update to tell you about. And so here it is. So we were in room 2006 and now we are in 2008. So I'll tell you in a second, but another major thing is that my mom is coming. My nephew Mikey and my son Jonathan and the driver went to pick up my mom from the airport, so they're on their way. Here is what happened. So in 2006, when we arrived, the room was smelling musty, didn't complain or anything. When we came back from the Grand Cafe, I noticed that it's still pretty strong. Turned on the AC, it still smelled it. I had already called guest services about it. I told them that I would call them if it doesn't improve after turning on my AC. But what happened was that they called me back. They called me back and they sent a manager and assistant manager. So they came along. The assistant manager smelled the room and said, yes, he smelled it. It's from the AC. You know, that kind of moldy, musty smell. So they brought us next door, and thankfully this room was available to us. They allowed me to come in here and check out the room, and it looks exactly the same as the other room, but it's just in opposite direction without the must. So we're here in 2008, and so that is the update. So I'm gonna go say hello to my mom as soon as I get a call from my sister, and then after that I'll end the vlog for day one. But sorry, it's been a long day, I know, but I wanted to give you that big update. On a positive note, when I returned to my room from the lounge, I found a gift from the management. It was on my coffee table and it was a plate of fruit, some bananas, and snake fruit, a fruit that I've never had before. So I was really thankful of their thoughtfulness and helpfulness. And never you mind about my chumley hair. I have it all curled up, ready for tomorrow, so my hair is nice and wavy. Did I show you my outfit for today? It's such a cutie patootie. Anyway, this is a pretty much see-through embroidered top. Underneath this is a sleeveless shirt, so it's still modest in a way. I have a very long flowy skirt here from Shein, and it's gorgeous. Here's a pattern. Anyway, that's what I'm wearing for this evening, and I'll catch you up real quick. There she is. She made it nice, sound and safe. My mommy's back. Here to haunt us. No, just kidding. We're gonna go to sleep now because tomorrow's gonna be really busy. Mom, did you want to say anything? How was your trip?
Oh, it's scary in the airport. I don't know how to.
It's a
I
big
don't know how
airport.
to
She
talk to
traveled by
them.
herself.
They don't talk English.
They should. Anyway, it's a big airport.
Okay.
And she traveled by herself.
Okay.
All right. Good night, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow and day 2. Bye.
Okay.